Yo, what is going on YouTube? So, today, as you can see from the title, a little bit of a different video, but I think it'll be fun. I really want to show you guys. I think it will help a lot of you guys. And before we get started, y'all see I got my ears pierced and shit. Be looking cute as fuck. But yeah, so today's video is just kind of gonna be going over the books that I've read, that I feel have helped me a lot, and just kind of like improved me as a man and just my mind, helped me just in life in general. But before we get started, I do want to say I used to hate reading. When I was in middle school, when I even kind of first started high school, I hated reading. I hated the idea of it. I was like, oh, everything's online now. I can listen to it. I can watch a video. But the main thing I figured out was find something that you're passionate about, and books around that. For me, it's business, money, mind, life, just improving. In these books, I like, ever since then I've been addicted to books. Like, I used to think like, oh, books are for fucking nerds and shit, but no. Like, this shit is actually like, I don't know what it is, but once you start, there's no going back. But I'll stop wasting time and let's get into the first book. Okay, so I have it right here. Okay, obviously you guys might even be able to guess. 48 Laws of Power. Okay, if you have not read this book, I just recommend it. I think it's one of, holy shit, there's a fucking mark from all the dust. I think it's just one of the best books to read. Like, starting out, it, like, no matter how much it's talked about, it is one of the best books. It teaches you really everything you need to know about, human nature, and how to, like, it sounds bad, but like, control people, I guess, manipulate them. And that's the thing, like, use it as you wish, use it to manipulate, use it to control, but it's more than just that. You need to look at it as teaches you so much. The one thing I don't like about that book is it's just kind of like, I feel like it's, some of the sections, because it's an older book, it shows like from like the Roman times, like stores and stuff. For me, I personally wish it just showed the power, right? And then what it does, how to implement it in your life, and all that. Maybe like one little context piece on like how it was used, but it's a big ass book, so you know what I mean. But I won't waste too much time on that. The next book is, all right, love you. Gotta say goodnight to the pops. Second book is Rich Dad Poor Dad. All right, we're starting out very basic on these books. These are the first books I've ever got. Rich Dad Poor Dad, I honestly don't recommend. I think it's one of the, I mean, unless you're in a horrible, horrible financial situation, I don't think you should read it, to be honest. It's not bad, I guess, but it's just, it doesn't teach that much. Personally, I kind of already knew a lot of the stuff in there, and I think it's still good information for people who don't know. But personally, unless you're in a shitty ass financial situation, I would not read the book. But it's still a good book, and it's a great author. Now, third book. This is where I really like, kind of like, I guess I could say, fell in love with reading. The Psychology of Money. Okay, this book taught me so much. It taught me about how investing. It taught me about like the psychology of money, like what it does to your mind, how to make it not like change you as a person, and just more. So like, pretty much like the description is, doing well with money isn't necessarily about what you know, it's about how you behave. And behavior is hard to teach even to really smart people. So pretty much what that means is like how to behave with your money. When you get money, don't go and fucking blow it on stupid like designer clothes and stuff like that. Buy assets, invest, do things that are gonna help you and help your family as well. One of the stories in there was about a school janitor who made like 50 grand a year, but when he died, he left over like $1 million to his family from investing in blue chip stocks. Think about that. You guys are probably making maybe a little bit more if you're working a normal 9 to 5. Maybe you're not making at all, that much at all, because you're a young kid like me. But me personally, I invest, and my investment account is doing absolutely amazing. I've been investing for about, since like March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, 6 months, and I've grown it to crazy amounts. Not crazy amounts to maybe some people, but a lot of money. Um, so yeah. On to the next book. Think and Grow Rich. Another mindset book. And this book is just like, it really opens your mind to how, yeah, people can say, oh, I want to be rich, right? I want to do this, I want to do that. Everybody can say that, but can they act on it? And also your mindset. So, for example, me, I am a very like motivated person. I don't know if you guys have seen from my other YouTube videos or anything, but I'm a young kid and I don't really, I would say, act like it. I like to say I'm very mature for my age, and I just kind of am, I would like to say, ahead. Um, and obviously, there's people ahead of me. I'm not trying to say that I'm better than anybody, but it just kind of opens your mind that you need to think like you already have it. Me personally, I don't take anything for granted. I know I'm never like, oh, I wish I was here, I wish I was there, because I know what I'm doing right now is going to take me to those positions. Okay, and time is the biggest factor. You know, you just have to let time do its role, and then boom, everything will play out if you put in the work and the actions. That book is absolutely amazing. I recommend it to everybody, just because I think it really helps people who kind of have like a fixed mindset, and it kind of helps you go more into a growth mindset, um, just about money and everything. Like, a lot of times when I'm talking to people, they'll say my goals are very unrealistic, but then me personally, these are not unrealistic to me. Like, I know that you have to dream big to achieve big. Okay, if you dream small, you will achieve small, because the only people who achieve big are the people who dream big. It's clear as that. And honestly, that's a good ass quote. I don't know if anybody made that, but hey, quote my ass on that. Quote my ass on that. But yeah, on to the next book. On to the next book. Letters from a Stoic. Okay, this book was recommended to me from a YouTube video. Julian Petrolius. He's my biggest inspiration. To be honest, him and TJR are my biggest inspirations. I look up to them in life, and he recommended that book to me. Absolutely amazing. It pretty much is just a lot of wisdom. It's not much about money or anything, but this book was written hundreds of years ago, but all of the lessons in it apply to today still, and it's kind of crazy. So how it's written out is kind of like letters. So like, I'll show you. So yeah, letters. So it's like this. Letter 1, right? And it's pretty much what a Stoic wrote to one of his students on life advice, women advice, literally any advice that we would ask somebody, that book has. It gives you a lot of wisdom in life, and honestly, I'm gonna keep reading it. It was a very challenging read because it's in Latin, or I mean, a lot of the words are Latin, so it was kind of difficult to understand. Holy shit! I need water. 1 second. Some of the words were kind of hard to understand, but that's what I'm saying. It helped me learn more difficult words. Fuck, I was thirsty. But yeah, that book is amazing. Very glad I read that book. Now, oh my god, this next book, I recommend everybody to buy this book. I swear to God, my mom bought this book for me, and this is one of the best books I've read. The Silva Mind Control Method. This book teaches you how to literally control your mind, and that really helped me because I day trade, right? So controlling my mind and controlling my emotions is one of the biggest parts of day trading, and this book helped me so much. Ever since I read that book, I saw such a change in my trading. It teaches you, it pretty much is meditation, right? Since I read that book, I meditate at least one time a day. Try to do 2 times a day, and it just, I can't even explain it, but it's literally the title. It teaches you how to literally control your mind and make shit come to life. You can heal. It teaches you pretty much how to heal yourself. There was this lady, she ruptured her eardrum. She was super far from a fucking hospital, right? She goes into, pretty much what it is you go into your mode, right? You close your eyes, countdown. You start off counting down from 100. You go into alpha mode, which is scientifically proven. Our brain has modes, okay? We usually are on beta mode, which is just, normal, what I'm on, right now, just kind of going on our day-to-day life. But you go into alpha mode, okay, which is a whole nother step. Your brain is vibrating on higher vibrations, um, pretty much connecting with higher powers, and it pretty much teaches you, right? You go into your mode. She went to the ear. Next thing you know, she's literally fine, okay? Like, I don't think you guys understand. Please buy this book. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what your life situation is. I guarantee this will change it, no matter what. I swear on everything. Thank you to my mom for recommending me that book and buying it for me. Oh, best book ever. Now, on to the next. The Magic of Thinking Big. Okay, another book. As you guys can kind of see, I love these mindset books. One thing I've learned from a lot of the people I look up to, and just honestly in life, your mindset is everything. Okay, if you don't have a growth mindset, if you don't have a positive mindset, you will never be anything. You'll be stuck in a box. Okay, you will stay where you're at, and you won't go anywhere. Okay, and like that's one of the biggest things that I had to learn when starting business, starting day trading, just honestly starting trying to improve as a man. You need to have a good mindset, okay? A mindset will lead you to everything that you need to know, okay? A good mindset can lead you to better businesses, okay? It will lead you to better connections with friends, better relationships, because when you have a good mindset, okay, say your business is going bad, right? For me, say my window cleaning business, we're not getting a lot of clients. If I had a bad mindset, I'd be like, oh, the business is not doing good. Fuck, I don't know what to do. Like, this is going to be horrible. We're going to lose all of our clients. What's going to happen? We're going to lose all of our fucking clients because I'm going to go and act off of the way that my mindset is thinking. Say, we're losing clients, whatever. But my mindset is, okay, we can work around this. This is just something that's going to happen. What can we do to make this stop happening and actually gain clients? What am I going to do? I'm going to act on my mindset, right? And that mindset is going to lead me into better steps. I'm telling you, mindset is everything. Like, if that's one thing that you guys take from me, your mindset is everything, okay? Forget everything. Your mindset is everything. On to the next book. And we're getting into the 3 books I actually just bought. So, The Wolf of Wall Street, or The Way of the Wolf by Jordan Belfort. Just pretty much a great sales book. I honestly read it when, like I said, our like sales for window cleaning, like we weren't doing horrible, but I wanted to step up, right? So I kind of bought this book, just to learn a little bit more about how the people act when selling, just honestly everything about sales, and he taught something called the straight line system, which I implement today in our window cleaning business, right? It's pretty much like the straight line system, right? You're going straight. Right here is Pluto, right here is Uranus, okay? When you're talking to a prospect, you want to stay on the straight line system. When you start, going off topic or going off topic, you're going into Pluto or you're going into Uranus, etc. You kind of have to read the book to understand it. It's not bad. I think it will definitely come in handy. I'm working on a lot of bigger projects. I want to say, I yes, I love day trading, but for me personally, I don't want to be like yes, making 10K a month would be nice. Making 100K a month would be nice. Um, I want to be like a billionaire. That's my number one. I mean, that's not my number one goal, obviously, but being a billionaire, is definitely in my dreams, like top 3 dreams. And I'm kind of doing some, I don't want to say too much, I'm doing some tech startups, and kind of the whole goal with those is just to kind of build them up, sell them. And I think this will help a lot when I get into that situation, when I have to go pitch to some venture capitalists and stuff like that. But um, this is the next book, Ego is the Enemy. I have not read this book. My friend actually recommended it to me. I think it's very good, though. I mean, I haven't read it yet, but I'm assuming it's amazing. And then the book I'm currently reading, Trading in the Zone. I day trade, obviously. I'm only on chapter 3, I think. Yeah, chapter 3. The book is amazing, to be honest, so far. I'm already connecting with it, and it's just like I watched his 3-part like series, but reading the book is honestly just a lot better. Um, it's great. I think it will help me a lot. Because like I said, your emotions while trading is the number one thing, and I think I have pretty good control of my emotions. But you can always be better. Um, and this book doesn't really teach a lot of. It doesn't teach strategy at all. I don't think. Um, it mostly is just. I want to look here. It mostly is just like chapter one. Yeah. Yeah. It's all just mindset, thinking, and stuff like that. So I think it's gonna be pretty good. I think it will definitely apply to me. And guys, this is my stack of books so far. This shit's growing. I might have to get a bookshelf here soon. And yeah, I mean, I'm gonna keep getting books. I honestly, like I said, you become addicted. But hope this video helped you guys. I will leave all the books down below in the description so you guys can check them out. And yeah, I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. And remember, small dreams. Wait, quote me on this. Small dreams achieve small. Big dreams achieve big. Wait. Small dreamers achieve small. Big dreamers achieve big.